so you can have a wait. And today we are gonna to share about some information how to ensure the whole device, the whole project is in an environmental friendly and safety environment. And during this live show, if you have any questions, you can comment, or you can leave your WhatsApp number, your email in the comment place, and later our sales manager will contact with you. Okay, and this 3D video shows us is one of the equipment, the fully continuous pyrolysis equipment. And we also have the batch type pyrolysis plant, semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. And if you are interested in this kind of business, you can contact with us to get more information. We are the manufacturer in China. So you can come to China to visit about our own factory and our client's factory. We have our own factory that is occupied more than 40,000 square meters. So they have in our factory we have the whole line about different kind of raw materials. You can have a look to know more details. And thank you for your watching today. You can also welcome to subscribe us, and we will give you more information, the video about the equipment information and the market. Thank you for your watching today. We are the Doing Group in China, and we are founded in Hi, any questions? Anything I can help? Well, we are founded in 2011, so we have the history of more than 13 years, and we have our clients that more than 120 countries. You are welcome to come to our client's factory to visit, and you're also welcome to our own factory. We are the manufacturer, so all this kind of equipment are built in our own factory. We are the manufacturer of the waste tire, plastic, oil sludge, aluminium plastic, pyrolysis plant. Thank you for your like. Anything I can help, you can just comment, or you can add our WhatsApp or send the email to us to know more information. Well, the prices, the different configurations and the different type, the price is different. If you want the quotation, we can talk with you privately. Well, it's different. We have 3 kinds of equipment: the fully continuous, just to show in this 3D video, and the semi-continuous and batch type, and the configurations about the heating system, the pyrolysis system, and the condensation system is different, and also the purification system. So we can give you a quotation of different steps privately, but it's not very convenient to say in the live show, because we need to know your capacity, know your material, and give you a configuration. So you can leave your requirements to us, send a message to us by WhatsApp or email, and then our sales manager will contact with you immediately. Well, just as I say, we have 3 kinds of equipment. The 3D video shows us is the fully continuous pyrolysis plant, and it can work continuously without stop for 45 to 60 days. And the batch type pyrolysis plant is different between this. And we need to stop the production. We need to stop pyrolysis and cool down the reactor to discharge the carbon black. But about this fully continuous, we don't need to cool down the reactor, because the cooling time can up to 10 hours. If you don't have this cooling system, maybe we need 10 hours to cool down the reactor and to discharge the carbon black for 2 hours. But the fully continuous right now, we can ensure that it's just feed the raw material like the tire rubber powder and pyrolysis it, just heat it and discharge the carbon black, one of the products, at the same time. So this is some advantages that about this fully continue. And what kind of equipment you are interested, you can type in the comment place, and I can give you some more information about it. For example, if you are interested in the batch type, then I can give you the 3D video of the batch type pyrolysis plant. So we are the manufacturer of the tire, plastic, aluminium, plastic, and oil sludge, coal tar oil, this kind of raw materials, a pyrolysis plant, and we can get the, for example, the flue oil and the carbon black, the steel wire from the waste tire, and the flue oil, we can use it at the cement factory, glass factory, bricks factory, this kind of places. If you are interested in this kind of business, you can contact with us. We are in China, but we have our customers in all over the world, more than 120 countries. You can come to our client's factory to know more details. And we have our subsidiary company in Nigeria. If you want to have this business in Africa, it's very convenient. So today's topic is about how to ensure the safety and environmental protection of this environment, the production environment. Well, if you want to ensure it is environmental friendly, you need to have some purification device to release the gas that to purify the gas that we release. And you can have more information about this fully continue, but because it's much more environmental friendly than the batch type. Because about the batch type, we have 3 ways to discharge the carbon black: the front slag, and the side slag, and the back slag. Well, we often use the front slag and the side slag to discharge the carbon black by the batch type pyrolysis plant. If you choose the front slag, that there will have a question that it will have some dust to discharge the carbon black when we discharge the carbon black. So this is kind of a problem as we're worried about with our customers. And if you chose the side slag, we don't need to worry because it have the sealed device. And the way to store the carbon black is underground. We have underground sealed store, so it's much more environmental friendly and much more convenient. And for the back slag, always used at the fully continuous and the semi-continuous pyrolysis plant. So if you want to prevent the happened of the dust, the carbon black dust, you can choose the back slag or the side slag. But just the front slag is much more convenient and much more cheap. So there are some different advantages. And if you want to know more, you can leave for example, your raw material, your capacity, and the outlet of your plant, your factory, and our sales manager can give you some analysis. Okay, and let's have a look at this video to give you an introduction about how we can get the flue oil and the carbon black from the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. This is the discharging area and the condensing system, and we also have the odor removal system and purification system to make sure the gas we release can reach to the standard of different regions, different policy. And the first step is the feeding system. The raw materials we have for the fully continuous is the tire rubber powder. We need to process it to the rubber powder, to crush it and to stretch it to the rubber powder for nearly 16 or 18 mesh. And the way we burn the furnace is the hot wind furnace, the hot wind device, or we can also use a burner. But if you use this hot air furnace, it's much more, we have the hot energy more evenly. And then we have two sections of this fully continuous furnace because it's much more longer than the batch type. So we have a temperature or the temperature resistant tub. Now it shows us is a tail tub, and outside it is the lubricate. And we also have this shows us outside the lubricate oil is the condensing water to prevent the lubricate oil have too much gas release. And then the outlet, we have the flue gas and the syn-gas. Then it will reach to the first system is buffer tank. It has two effects. The first one is to slow down the speed of the flue gas, and second, it can settle down the carbon black, or it will block the tube that in the back, the horizontal condensers and the vertical condensers. Well, we have two kinds of condensers of these tube condensers, the horizontal condenser or vertical condensers. And we also have another kind of condensing section is the water tank condensers, and later I will show you. And the oil we have will temporarily stored here. It have a oil pump when it's full, and the oil pump will pump it into the larger tank. Then this is a vertical condensers. It has 37 tube in it to discharge. Yeah, we have 37 tube to separate the gas, and it can have a to fully cooling to the oil. Then we get all of the gas, all of the all of the flue gas, and then we have some gas release is the tail gas. It can't be condensed, but it can use it as a heating energy. We have this odor removal system. This is our patent, and you can have a look. Well, we have some the sodium hydroxide in it to purify the sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide of the gas. Then to purify this kind of bad smell, when we burn it, it's in environment friendly way. And the last this is a water sealed safety device. And then the syn-gas can pump to the furnace the hot air furnace or the burner. We can also have the tail gas burner. Then this is a discharging system. We can discharge the carbon black when it's just have this production, when it's just pyrolysis. This is the discharging winch. Outside is a water cover to lower down the water temperature. So when it can be backed directly. And this is the press monitoring to have a monitor of the press, and we also have the temperature monitoring. Also, this is an all-U water separator, just like a water seal, to prevent it back to the reactor. Safety device. We also have some other safety device, the alarm belt, and the monitoring of the temperature and the temperature and the press. And the gas we have can use this purification system to purify. And different regions will have different policy, just like this. And this is to lower down the temperature by the wind, or we can also use it. You can also use the water to lower down the temperature. And then is the desulfurization tower to purify the sulfur dioxide or some other dust. And this is to purify the water, to break up the water. We also monitoring the water when we release the gas. And this last step, we can use the pump to pump the oil into the larger tank. Well, the temporarily stored tank have a water cover because when the oil's temperature is much more high, it will destroy the oil pump. So we need to lower down the temperature of the oil tank. This is some details of our equipment. If you have any questions, you can just comment. Or if you want to know more information like the semi-continuous and fully continuous, you can also contact with us. Well, just add a question, how to ensure our production is safety and environmental friendly. You can see that we have some purification device, and all this feeding and discharging is at a sealed environment, not dust release, smoke release. So it's much more environmental friendly. And you can have a look. You can visit our client's factory and have a look. There's no dust and no smoke in it. But if you chose, for example, the batch type, and you chose the front slag, it may have a problem about the dust. When we open the feeding door to discharge the carbon black and to slag the steel wire, it may have some carbon black dust. So more our customers will choose the side slag or the back slag by the winch. It will solve this kind of problem of the dust pollution. So this is some introduction about the fully continuous pyrolysis plant. If you want to know more details, you can contact with us by the WhatsApp or the email. You can also send a private message to us, and later I will give you the quotation, and later some our customers, our sales manager, will give you more data about our equipment, give you the outlet, give you the 3D video and some real data of our clients. So about the raw material we can have, most common raw material, the solid waste, also the waste tire, waste plastic, and the aluminium plastic, that's kind of raw material. And we also have some hazardous waste, also can use this kind of equipment, like for example, some oil contained, the oil sludge or the coal tar sludge, this kind of hazardous waste. We can also use this fully continue or semi-continue or batch type to pyrolysis and get the oil from it. And well, the choice we have will due to your different state of your oil sludge or your coal tar sludge. If you have the liquid oil sludge or semi-liquid, then we can also both choose the continuous equipment and the batch type equipment. But if you have the solid thing, much more soil in it or much more brick, rock in your raw material, then we can choose the batch type pyrolysis plant. So it's different between your raw material, your capacity, and your factory. We can give you a configuration to you to have your plan about the purification system and the combustion system. Well, for just like the combustion system, the furnace is different of the material. For example, if your material is the oil sludge, this kind of hazardous waste, then we can use the we need to use the stainless steel to build the furnace. But if your material is like the tire, the plastic, then we can use the boiler plate to be this furnace. So it's much more cheaper when you chose the tire or the plastic pyrolysis. But if you have the business of the hazardous waste recycle business, but you can have some subsidies or some processing fee. For example, because you have this pyrolysis, if you have this hazardous waste license, pressing license, then some waste factory will give you the raw material, and you can not only get the flue oil to sell it, you can also get some processing fee. And some different countries, well, for example, in Korea or some other countries, it will have some subsidies by the government. So if you are interested in this business, you can contact with us, and our sales manager will give you an introduction about different policy in different country, and is there some a large market to have this kind of business. We will give you some some introduction. Well, if you, for example, in China, the policy between the hazardous waste and the solid waste is different. For example, if you chose the hazardous waste, you need to go to the Provincial Environmental Protection Bureau to have the license. But if you chose the solid waste like the tire or plastic, you can also go to the Municipal Environmental Protection Bureau at the city to have these procedures. So it's kind of different. And the capacity also is different. Okay, just let's go on. Well, the capacity, if you chose the waste tire, waste plastic, you want to start a tire pyrolysis factory, so it requires an annual capacity of 20,000 tons, annual capacity for 20,000 tons. But if you want to start an oil sludge pyrolysis or refining factory, the annual process capacity need to reach to more than 30,000 tons. So there's some just policy that in China, but in other regions it's different. If you want to know your policy, you can contact with us. Also, we can take you to the client's factory and to know more details. How our equipment work, and did it work well? Just this kind of questions. So we have our own factory. Later I will show you some pictures of our factory, and all the equipment is support customization. So if you are interested, you can type your raw material and your capacity to us, and our sales manager will give you some analysis and give you the plan to your requirements. Okay, and just if you have any questions, you can type. And I'm not sure, is there anybody in my live show? If you are in this, you can leave your problem to us, leave your question to us, or you can send a private message about your contact ways, and our sales manager will give you an introduction in more details. I'll give you some pictures, show you some pictures about the fully continuous and the batch type continuous. This is the fully continuous pyrolysis equipment. Can you see it clearly? You can see here the reactor, and later this is a buffer tank and the condensing system behind. Hi, are there any questions? Anything I can help? Now we are having an introduction about the waste tire, waste plastic pyrolysis plant. If you are interested in this kind of business, you can contact with us. This shows is the fully continuous. The capacity is 20 tons per day, 30 tons per day, 40 and 50 tons per day. You can choose, and you can work for 24 hours without stop for 45 to 60 days. This is a customer in China, and you can also you're welcome to come to our factory and client's factory to visit. This is also, this is a customer's equipment in India. And now this is also in India. Okay, let's show more picture about the batch type pyrolysis plant. Well, we have our fully continuous pyrolysis plants in America, in India, in Kazakhstan, and in Russia, and so on. So if you are interested, you can visit. You can just first talk to our manager, and then we will contact our customers. The oil distilled plant, you mean the refining equipment, distillation equipment? WeChat, you can contact with WeChat later. Wait a minute, our customer, my assistant will type. Okay, you will visit China, and you can come to our factory. We're now in Henan province. You can visit our factory and our company. To know more details, we have our own factory that more than 40,000 square meters. So you're welcome to visit here. And later we will talk by the WeChat and give you more information. Okay, now let's have a look about the distillation. Okay, you know our company, the doing company. Okay, I will show you some pictures about the distillation equipment. This is in Malaysia. Well, the raw material can be the waste engine oil or the flue oil or other waste oil to refine it to the diesel. This is a picture. Then let's have a look about the batch type pyrolysis equipment. This is a customer in South Africa. Well, this customer chose the pyrolysis equipment and the desulfurization equipment. The distillation equipment. It first have the flue oil and refine the flue oil to the diesel to use at the agricultural machine or the ferry. This is also the South Africa. So let's have a look about this. Well, this customer's raw material is the oil sludge and the coal tar sludge, because there are much more oil fields in this province. So it have 8 batch type pyrolysis plants. This is the water tank. We have 2 kinds of condensation system, the tube condensers and the water tank condensers. The same need, you may need the pyrolysis equipment or need some information. Well, you can just talk with our customers directly. And this is a picture in winter. Well, in winter, the condensing efficient is much more better. Okay. Okay, our manager is waiting. Anytime you can contact with us. Let's see more pictures, more other raw material. This is the oil sludge batch type pyrolysis plant. Later I will show you some waste tire pyrolysis plant. also in our company. And this is a buffer tank. The outlet. We have three kinds of slagging system: the front slag, the side slag, and the back slag. The back slag also always used at the fully continue and semi-continue, and the front slag is much more cheaper, much more convenient, but may have some dust pollution. So most of our customers may choose the side slag. It is sealed underground store to store the carbon black. And this is equipment in our own factory. This is auto removal system, and the condensing system, a safety device, a vacuum device, and the reactor. And this is a client's factory. Okay. Any questions? If you want to know more, you can just contact with us. And we also have this pyrolysis unit. If you want, the capacity is small, you can have this unit for 100 kilogram, 500 kilogram, or 1 ton, 2 ton. It's a frame device. So all the equipment are in this frame. You can have a look. It's all the same: reactor, condensation, the oil tank, buffer tank. All the same, can have a good efficiency. So most our clients that will bought this unit, the pyrolysis unit or the distillation unit, may use it privately to get the OU and use it privately, or some college will buy this unit, this frame pyrolysis equipment, to have some experiment, more data, to get the data. Some delivery picture. So you don't need to worry about that we are in China and you're abroad. We have the transportation team, the company. And we also have our engineering team to give you the plan of the configurations, and the installation service is also for you. Okay, just let's go on to show more information. Okay, let's have a look about some information about different type, different equipment. Well, for this picture, we can have a detailed information about the advantages and the difference between the three kinds of equipment, and what kind of raw material we can have, and what kind of products we can get. It will show you. This is the raw material and the oil yield. We have the waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, coal tar oil or oil aluminium plastic, or other kind of raw materials, some daily waste, some garbage. We can also get the flow oil from it. If you don't know if your raw material can use this pyrolysis equipment, or the oil yield, how many oil we can get, if you are worried about this, you can contact with us and we can give you an experiment to us. It's free service to show you. You can send your raw material to our factory and give you a test about your raw material, give you an analysis about the market of your own factory. Then if your raw material is a waste tire or the waste plastic. Just we can talk about the tire first. Well, the data is very clear about the waste tire, how many oil we can get, and what kind of products we can get. If your material is the large tire from the trunk, the car, that the oil yield is 40% to 55 or 45%. And if you get the tire from the bicycle or motorbicycle or other electric bicycle, then the oil yield is 35 to 40. This is the data. And we also have 30 to 35% of the carbon black, and 15% of the steel wire, 10% of the syn-gas from the rubber tire. And this is the data of the tire. But if your raw material is the plastic, well, the data may not be very clear, because we have all kinds of daily waste, some plastic bag, plastic bottle, or some plastic block, plastic bottle, a glove is a plastic thing. So the oil yield may not be very clear, but you can send your material to us to give you a test, give you an experiment. If you get the pure plastic, for example, the pure PP, PEPS, then the oil yield is much more higher than the tire, can reach to 90 to 95%. And for example, if you get the paper mill waste or the aluminium waste, aluminium plastic, the oil yield is different. For example, the aluminium plastic, maybe we can get 40 to 55% of the plastic oil and 20% of the aluminium ingot. And the paper mill waste, we can get 20% to 60% of the flue oil. Well, the large difference is between how many water is in your raw material, is in your paper mill waste. So this is a plastic. Well, just accept the PET and PVC. These two kinds of plastic is not suitable for the pyrolysis equipment. And just accept this, all the plastic can use a pyrolysis plant to get the plastic oil. And this is the two raw material of the solid waste. And we also get the oil sludge and the coal tar oil. This is the hazardous waste, where we can not only get the oil from the raw material. In some countries, we can get some policy subsidies, and we can also get some processing fee for the hazardous processing. Well, this is the raw material or the oil yield. If you are interested, or if you have some raw material, you can just send to us. This is all free to have a test about the oil yield. And this is the machine list, the new design fully continuous pyrolysis plant. Just like the 3 video show, the capacity is 15 tons per day, 20 tons per day, 30 tons per day, and 50 tons per day. Most of our customers will choose the 50 tons per day. Fully automatically, it have the PLC system, so it's much more time and labor saving. We have this in this video is a PLC system room. It all run automatically. Don't need the workers to work in the feeding system or the pyrolysis system. It can control the temperature and the press automatically. So it's much more safe by the machine. And the continuous production for 24 hours, just it can work 45 to 60 days without stop. The big processing capacity, well, the biggest one is 50 tons per day, because there's some policy in China that the annual processing for the waste tire need to reach to 20,000 tons per year. Oh, you already at the WeChat? Okay. So we will contact with you immediately. Thank you for watching of today's live show. And just let's go on. This is the picture of the whole line, just that the 3D video shows feeding system, pyrolysis reactor, slagging system to slag the carbon black. This is a back slag. Temporarily stored tank, while the flue oil will temporarily stand here. Also, we got the condensing system to condense the oil to the flue oil. The flue oil you can use at the glass factory, a cement factory, or the other bricks factory. The ways to use it is very large. And the odor removal system, the sulfurization tower is two kinds of system to purify the smoke, purify the dust when it released or when it reused. Then this is the high efficiency semi-continuous pyrolysis plant, the second equipment. The capacity is 1 ton per day, 2 ton per day, 5 ton, 10 ton, 12, 15, and 20 ton per day. Most of our clients will choose the 15 tons per day, and we also get the 18 tons per day. We'll choose 15, 18, or 20 tons per day. It is also automatically feeding. We can also have the PLC system, and it's high efficiency. We can have two furnaces for 3 days. This is a very high efficiency, and it's much more energy saving. We can reuse the syn-gas that we product. The good performance, you can get more information about our client to know more details on the market. And this is the batch type pyrolysis plant. Capacity is 1 ton. The smallest one is 1 ton, and we also have 2 ton, 5 ton, 10 ton, 12 ton, 15 ton, and 20 ton. While most of our clients will choose the 15 tons. This is the capacity most of our clients will choose, and picture shows is the 15 tons per day of the batch type. Advantages is easy operation, cost effectively. It's much more cheaper than the fully continue and the semi-continue. So most of our clients may choose this, and this is have a good stability and multiple use. Because if your raw material is a normal one, except the plastic, the the tire, your material is much more unusual. You can use the batch type pyrolysis plant. Because the fully continue, we can only use the processed rubber powder, tire rubber powder, or the plastic particles, or the liquid or semi-liquid oil sludge or coal-tar sludge. So some of our raw material, like the aluminium plastic, or other some large or some mixed plastic, is not suitable to use the fully continue and the semi-continue. So almost all the raw material can use the batch type. So it's also welcomed in the market to have the batch type pyrolysis plant. This is the pyrolysis plant unit. The capacity is much more smaller than the 3-1 before. 1 kilogram or 100 kilogram or 500 kilogram or 1 ton, 2 ton is also suitable for this unit. Well, you can say it have a frame in it. Well, the equipment inside is the same. We also have the pyrolysis plant, the condensation system, odor removal system, and the safety device. So it just the capacity is smaller and it have a frame, so it's very easy to installate and easy to transport. The advantages it shows us: free installation, cost saving, easy handling, and test available. And this is the final products and applications of our business. That the most important, the main products we can get is the flue oil. It can use at the blower heating and the glass factories heating, or some heavy oil generator can also use the flue oil, or we can refining it to the diesel, like the non-standard diesel to use at the ferry or the agricultural machine, large mining machine, this kind of places. We also get a syn-gas, just we can use it directly or burn it directly as a heating energy in our combustion furnace. Aluminum ingot is one main product if your raw material is aluminium plastic. So the aluminium prices is much more higher than the plastic oil or the flue oil. So if you are interested in the aluminium plastic pyrolysis business, you can contact with us. Carbon black, we can have the carbon black. This is also a main product. If your material is waste tire, waste plastic, oil sludge, or the aluminium ingot, well, it can just refining it or sell it or burn it at the heating energy. Well, this is have a very high heating energy, can replace a coal to use. The steel wire is from the waste tire. We can get a steel wire for 15%. And can sold as scrap or just remelt it. And this is the price analysis. Well, this is based on the internet and the feedback of our customers. You can have a look. Well, the selling price and the tires price is randomly, well, it's different in different time. So it's not maybe not very clear about the cost and income nowadays for this picture. So if you want to know the prices of the tire or the raw material or the cost, you can contact with us by the sales manager. We'll give you the introduction. And this is some details, some advantages of our equipment. You can have a look, some pictures or advantages of the blowers, the plate, the reactor head, or the welding process. So the reactor or the furnace, we can use the material of the blower plate or the stainless steel. If your raw material is the waste tire or plastic, we can use the blower plate for 16 or 18 millimeter. And if your raw material is oil sludge, it is corrosive, so we can use the stainless steel. The round-shaped reactor head and withstand the high temperature and the pressure. Okay, and the next one, we have 3-step welding process by the welding machine. It is one-piece design and no risk for cracking long machine saver service life. And the installation cover have 4 materials for the batch type, and the 40 continuous it have 6 materials, so you can touch the outside cover when it's just production. It's very safe for the workers. And multiple fire protection tests guaranteed quality control. This is a carbon black wind transfer system, a new post dust removal design. Well, it is underground. We have underground stored, so it will have no dust release. And this too is the purification system for the gas we reuse or we release. It can reach to different standards of different regions. We can have you the plan of the purification system. So this is some introduction about our company, and if you want to, and this is the desulfidation system. It's the distillation tank. We can use the pyrolysis oil or liquid oil, use the engine oil. We can get the diesel for 80 to 85%. This is a distillation tank. If you want to have this kind of information, you can also talk to us. And today's live show will have an end in 2 minutes. So if you have any questions, just contact with us directly. And if you have more questions, you can type in the comment place, or talk to us privately about your questions, or just you can leave your contact message to us directly, your WhatsApp, your email, or your WeChat. So this is today's live show, and I will make sure there's no more questions, and I will end today's live show. You're welcome. Thank you for watching today, such a long time. So I will wait maybe 30 seconds. Any questions you have, you can type or send a message to us privately. We are the doing group in China. You can come here. We are in Henan province. He was granted $100,000 to fund his pyrolysis machine. So this is the who is granted, the one you add. You can just contact with us, and we will give you some information. You can just let him talk to us directly, and we will give you this introduction. You can use the WhatsApp or the email. Well, sir, is it convenient to talk by the WhatsApp or the email? Because, well, today's live show is at an end, and we can talk by the email or WeChat directly. It's much more convenient. If your friend is not here, you can leave your message to us first, to contact with us first. So, well, no more questions, and it's time to say goodbye. Okay, then this is all the introduction about today's live show. Thank you for your watching today, and we will have this live show in maybe Thursday or Friday. Thank you for your watching. Goodbye.